Let's get straight to the content. Now, today I didn't have work. It's a rainy day. I was going to take my daughter to go play baseball. Baseball game canceled. So I come home, listening to the JBP. They talking about the RG3 and Ryan Clark situation, right? Not going to get into that because y'all probably familiar with the shit, right? I feel like when they bring up topics of a black household and being with a black woman, it's always to come at Ish. I don't know. I just feel like they bring it up in an inappropriate way, right? But today, now, first of all, if you've been a fan of Joe Budden's podcast or Joe Budden's for a long time, you kind of know the women he's into, right? So today, my nigga Flip spilled some details about Marc Lamount Hill's life that I didn't know. Yo, Marc Lamount Hill and Joe Budden's got to shut the fuck up with this. If you ain't with a black woman, you ain't pro-black shit. Now, granted, I have dated many races. My current girlfriend is white. So some niggas gonna be like, oh, you don't fucking understand, right? But Ish brought up a good point. There is some niggas that date white Jones because they think white people are better than black people, so they feel like they elevate, right? A lot of niggas don't. They just used to dating women in general. And they brought up another good point where some people like will purposely not talk to a female of the opposite race. And if they want to do that, if that's what they into, that's what they into. I don't knock it. It's when they try to take away a motherfucker's blackness. So Flip says, oh shit. Flip says something. I hope the wind not blowing all in the camera. Flip says something and it had me fucking dying laughing. I was taking a shit listening to this shit, right? He says, Marc Lamount Hill, don't you got a Spanish wife? Marc Lamount Hill do that little educated stutter. Puerto Rican and black. She's a black woman. Marc Lamount Hill, no the fuck she's not. Yo, we gotta have a discussion one day about how people are culturally raised and their culture. And like how they're raised culturally and then their ethnicity, right? Because let's say you come from like certain parts like New York, shit like that, right? North Jersey, South Jersey, certain areas where Hispanic people and black people grow up together. They all into the same shit, right? Why are y'all acting like it's not a demographic of Puerto Rican people that can't stand black people? Joe Buttons, you've been running around with Dominican women your whole life. I don't give a fuck what skin complexion they are. Yo, ethnically, Dominican people be racist as fuck. If you know the history of like how the Bloods and the Crips got in New York, that came from Hispanics, Puerto Ricans, and Dominicans attacking black people in prison. That's why they was jumping niggas in prison, stabbing them the fuck up, killing them. Even as of right now in New York, you got the Trinitarios. That is a Dominican gang that denies black people entry to certain bars, to certain restaurants. They only let you in if you Dominican. Yo, what the fuck are Marc Lamount Hill and Joe Budden talking about, yo? Now, B, I say date who you want to date. You know what I mean? Love who you want to love. You know what I mean? When you really look at the history, civilization comes from Africa, right? So basically, anyone African, everybody comes from Africa, right? And I'm not going to get into the science of it, right? But let's say we keep having black men and black women interracial date type shit, right? What happens most of the times? I'll say 87% of the time when a black woman or a black man gets with another culture. The kid looks black, right? So wouldn't, if everybody kept reproducing that way, wouldn't it go back to all being black? So it doesn't matter because the black gene, black genetics is so strong that the kids end up looking black anyway. And if you come from a black culture, the black culture going to be in the kids. My kids are mixed. They have all black culture. They grow up on the same shit I did. Not as much oldies as me, but because they're younger than me. So my shit that's my generation is oldies to them. But they not really listening to Luther Vandross outside of this Kendrick Lamar and shit, or they might not know about Salt and Pepper like that, but they have heard the songs when the family get together and shit like that. Yo, Marc Lamount Hill has a Hispanic wife, I don't give a fuck what she identifies as. She identifies as Puerto Rican. Now, granted, this is the ignorant perspective that they come from. I don't have this perspective. Yo, Marc Lamount Hill, you got a Puerto Rican wife and she's teaching your child how to speak Spanish at fucking home. How is that being pro-black? Now, granted, this is not my sentiment, but this is arguable for people that want to. It's always, oh, white people this, white people that. Yo, other cultures be racist as fuck. Indians from India be racist as fuck. Dominicans be racist as fuck. Puerto Ricans be racist as fuck. Now, granted, in America, they not in positions of power to hold black people back. That don't stop them from being racist and segregate they shit. Are you fucking kidding me right now? You niggas gotta stop. Marc Lamount Hill, I hate to break it to you. Your wife is Puerto Rican. She not black. I don't care if she blacker than me. She is Puerto Rican. Her culture is Puerto Rican. Now that I know that Marc Lamount Hill has a Puerto Rican wife who identifies as black, I bet you she ain't grew up on the same music as us. Yeah, she got a whole, she's like, all right, it's some white people, like, let's say you're a black nigga, you fuck with white women, right? Let's say you live in Philly. It's some hood-ass white Kensington women. It's some hood-ass Philly white Jones. It's some hood-ass South Jersey white Jones. It's some hood-ass New York white Jones. Some of these white Jones be hood and not faking the funk on some little Vicky shit like they really be from the inner city. So they really grow up in that culture, that environment type shit. I guarantee Marc Lamount Hill's wife didn't grow up like that. I guarantee. Once you insert Spanish-speaking language, that means she grew up a certain type of way, and there's nothing wrong with that. But if y'all gonna hold niggas accountable like RG3, who is a fucking cornball, and hold niggas like Ish accountable for dating outside their race, y'all actually are dating outside y'all race. I don't understand. Like, Joe Buttons, you was running around with Hispanic women your whole life. How are you ridiculing niggas for fucking with white bitches? You sound fucking nuts. Marc Lamount Hill sounds fucking nuts. And like, this shouldn't even be an argument. First of all, let's just say this. RG3 is a corny ass nigga. He's corny. He's always been corny. And I fuck with RG3 in college. But like, his opinions on shit, he's just a corny ass nigga. If he was walking around ESPN talking about, oh, he loved the milk, yeah, he's being a dick sucker. Now, granted, black people do go around saying, yo, I love these black queens, black goddess and shit like that. And I ain't nothing wrong with it. Yeah, it's weird for that nigga to be worshiping a white woman on some skin shit like that. But if he love his woman and he into that, all right, he just judge him and don't fuck with him. But y'all trying to justifying it, and the whole time y'all fucking with Latino women. What the fuck are we talking about? What the fuck are we talking about? Y'all be having Imani up there. Imani is not a nigga. He into black culture, he's not a nigga. Flip is Caribbean. His wife is Caribbean. I bet you she didn't grow up listening to the same music that we grew up listening to. I bet you she ain't grow up eating the same food. I bet you she ain't have to hear the same sayings from her mom and grandmom that we heard. So they all up there with somebody that's culturally not, well, ethnically not black, and culturally they not urban at all. I just don't understand the assessment. Marc Lamount Hill cannot sit here and like I said, I do think you could date outside the race and be pro-black, and you raising your kids that way. I think that you could be another race and feel pro-black and still have, like, because first of all, black people didn't get their rights on their own in this country. We fought for all our rights, you for damn sure. But white people have always been the majority of the race, so you definitely had white people helping. Technically speaking, you never had Hispanic niggas helping. You never had Asian niggas helping. You never had Indian niggas helping. But it's something, once these certain type of niggas see white skin, they think racism. But when you really been around the world or just been outside and have an understanding of certain cultures, you know these other cultures be racist. I used to talk to a Cambodian girl. Her family was racist as shit and didn't want her to talk to me. The fuck are y'all talking about? Always putting that stigma on white people. Other cultures be dumb racist. Now, me, I never been with a woman where I had to deal with a family that was racist to my face or made my kids feel uncomfortable or nothing like that. You know what I mean? And they mothers know how I am when it comes to black, like being black, loving black people, loving black culture. That is me. There ain't no getting around it. But these niggas coming at Ish and coming at RG3 for having a white wife, and the whole time they got Hispanic women. Shut the fuck up. Joe Budden's got a whole son that's half Hispanic. So when he with Joe, he learning black culture. When he with his mom is on some Spanish shit. Sin is on some Spanish shit. She not running around a black woman. I don't even give a fuck if she say she a black woman. Culturally, she is not a black woman. It's things that, like, being black is more than a skin tone. You ever heard the saying, all skin folk ain't kin folk? So it's more than just a skin color. It's a cultural thing. That's what being black is. Now, black Americans, we got the dopest culture. But y'all don't know that, like, if you're a black American, you know that African Americans and Africans be having beef. Why? We're the same color, but we not the same culture. We got, like, black Americans, we got our own culture that other cultures dick ride, but we don't be getting along with them. So if I'm with a Nigerian, let's say I'm not with no white women. My wife is Nigerian, right? And I'm a black man, black American, and my wife is raising my kids in a Nigerian way, and I'm allowing it, and I'm with it, right? Them kids ain't pro-black, they pro-African. Being pro-black is being black American. It's really being on some foundational black American type shit. What the, this is just another example of them finding something to kind of come at Ish. And Ish didn't, like, be disrespectful, and Ice chimed in with some good shit, but, like, yo, y'all niggas running around with Hispanic women and passing them off like they black women because they the same color as us. Whole time they don't got the same culture as us. No black American ever grew up eating platinos, bro. None of us speak Spanish. Most of us got C pluses in Spanish in high school. Most of us, like, even, like, I got a sister that went to college and she speaks Spanish. Yeah, but you could tell that she a nigga the whole time speaking it. She don't say the shit right, and the shit don't be fluid. You niggas gotta cut this shit out, bro. Because this is just more ways to cause division within the community. Like, oh, he fucking with the white bitches. He ain't pro-black. What the fuck are you talking about? I don't even really get in my bag on YouTube like that because I don't want to bring that type of energy. But it's just like that type of sentiment and those type of ideologies have to fucking stop, yo. I know some Asian people that's hooder than the black niggas, and the black niggas would be like an Uncle Tom Coon type nigga. The fuck is you talking about? You ever meet a black nigga that only lived in the suburbs? That nigga think he white. But Marc Lamount Hill and Joe will sit there, like when they brought up the Jane Fonda point, and Joe Budden said, oh, I don't give a fuck about that. Joe Budden, you have never did nothing for the black community. What the fuck? Like, podcast and all. Yeah, I'm all back because I was smoking. But, like, podcast and all, like, nigga, you never, like, how you gonna, and like, oh, well, just because she did that, don't, like, pro-black for her and pro-black for us is two different meanings. Yo, she donated to the Black Panthers. It don't get no more pro-black than that. It don't matter what her assessments were and what her thoughts were on black people. Once you gave money to the Black Panthers, yeah, you know how they coming. You know what they stand for. You know what they represent. Joe wouldn't even donate fucking money for suits for the kids in Newark. He don't donate no money to the foundational black Americans. He ain't have Tariq Nasheed on a fucking show. I never even heard him bring up Tariq Nasheed. The fuck out of here. Like, you niggas gotta cut that goofy shit out, bro. Like, it's just, like, nothing about Ish gives off the energy that he not proud to be black, he hate black women, he don't understand black culture. Why are we gonna treat Ish like that? And y'all gonna say I'm biased because I said I got a white girlfriend, but I'm not being biased, bro. You niggas is just creating division for niggas that will really ride for the culture, and that's gonna ride for the culture regardless, but we gotta look around at everybody being our enemy. Meanwhile, black men get in relationships and create black babies. Like, I could see if black niggas was getting relationships with white women and it's just creating white babies. No, we create black babies the whole time. All my kids look black. You can't even tell they fucking mixed. Maybe my youngest, because her eyes are kind of green. Other than that, she just looked like a black girl. That's it. Actually raised in black culture. Imani was not raised in black culture. Marc Lamount Hills girlfriend, wife, whatever, was not raised in black culture, and he is not even raising his current child in black culture if he learning to speak Spanish. That's not a part of black culture. That's a side quest. Joe Budden's son with sin, okay, we hope that he is learning black culture, but we don't know if he's still a young boy. You know what I'm saying? And his other son, I think, is full black. But it's just like, you niggas gotta stop. The only nigga up there that actually got a black woman is Ice. So I don't know what the fuck y'all, I just don't know why they keep getting with these racy topics. Because a lot of times, so this is the fake ass bullshit narrative that they trying to push online. That black men date outside their race and ridicule black women. No. The issue has always been black men date outside their race, and then black women talk shit on black men for dating outside their race and being the reason why they're single. That's actually what happens every fucking time. Now, granted, is there niggas that be on some extra shit or might be trying to put white women on the pedestal? Yeah, but the real issue stems from black women talking shit about black men dating out their race. But they only do it one way. Because when you ever heard bitches online, a bunch of black bitches online talking bad about Eve? No. Get it, sis. Go, sis. It's never like that. Anytime it's a predominantly black, successful woman with a white man, black women never talk shit. That's just more of it. And it's not all black women, but that's just more online black women talking shit on black men. If a nigga interracial dating, yo, go get a nigga that wants you. It ain't for you to talk shit. Period. Genetically, people gonna like who they like and love who they want to love. Some niggas might be like, oh, I ain't talking to no tall girls. Some niggas might be like, oh, I ain't talking to no short girls because I want tall kids. Like, it's preference. But culturally, if you want some black American shit, and a lot of people are, once you raise in the urban, like once you raise in the hood, everybody on some black urban shit. So that's why, like, in Cali, they can't understand how a Hispanic nigga say nigga. But when you're on the East Coast, yo, we all grew up like that. They all grew up. My nigga Jose grew up with us. This how he talk. Like, this how he been around us the whole time. It ain't like that. But you niggas is ridiculing RG3 and Ish, and y'all go home to Hispanic women, bro. Or got half Hispanic kids, bro. Now, like, I was hard on Marc. I was hard on Melissa Ford not knowing the electric slide. Marc Lamount Hill wife might know how to salsa. She might not know the motherfucking electric slide, nigga. Cut the goofy shit out. I'ma holla at y'all. Like, subscribe, turn your notifications on.